Hello? Hey, can you guys hear me? Hey. So yeah, welcome to my new setup. Oh hang on, I can't see you guys yet. Hold on, let me just... there we go. And... Yep, there you guys are. Yeah, do you like it? I, moved into a new area. Yeah, welcome to the Shadow Vision. Yeah, so... Yep, this is the culmination of about half a year of work on my part. And... yeah, I did all this by myself. Frankly, I did all of this mostly in the last few weeks. And I think it came together really well. Do you like it? I've always wanted a conversation pit like this. I think they're really cool. Yeah, I'm just a one-man team, so... But yeah, I'm kind of nervous about this, but it's something that I really wanted to do, even before I actually started. Hey, welcome. This is okay, it's fine. Alright, so I hope you guys like what I have to show you, because this definitely took me the longest amount of time. But it's something I did talk about a while ago, and at the time I didn't know if I could do it. So I hope the results are satisfactory. Yep. Do you see it? Hello. Hey, thank you for subscribing once again. I appreciate that greatly. Hey, do you guys see me? I know, it's a gradual reveal. You'll see, trust me. Yep, so... Hello! You like it? Yeah. Hey, welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. So here's the head, and my oxygen tank, obviously, very important. And moving up a bit more, I've got my chest piece. It's very, very kawaii, as the kids say nowadays. Thank you. Yep. And moving up a bit more. Yep. This is what they call a diving belt. They actually have weights on it, which help you stay at the bottom of the ocean during deep sea dives. You like the animations? Thank you. Thank you very much. And moving up a bit more, I have gloves. And of course, because Twitch doesn't permit VTuber models to have hips shown, I also have these, just as a precautionary measure. I don't actually know what they're called, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Going up a bit more. Yep. My legs. Sorry, but that's all you get. You don't show those for free. Yeah, you like it? This is my new model I'm gonna be using from now on. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was really nervous about actually, you know, showing this live because I didn't know if it was something, if it would be too outside of everybody's wheelhouse for what they were used to. But I mean, I started out as a PNG, and I mean, now I'm not. I'm live 2D. I think it's good. I think it turned out really well. Hang on. Oops. That's not what I meant to move. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I got this. Yeah, here we go. There. Now you can see more of it in full. Yeah. I really wanted something that's a lot more, like, lively, more... I don't know if colorful is the right way to describe it, but I wanted it to have more of a positive energy to it, I guess. Oh, I also have toggles. You want to see? What's this? Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Yeah. Also, it sure is. Oh, but you're all complimenting me and saying very nice things, I have to say. It's very kind of you, thank you. Thank you very much. And last but not least, I also have, this. This way it looks like I'm actually staring into a screen. Like I actually have my computer in front of me right now. And here's everything at once. Oh man, I don't know if I should be watching this live. Yeah, those are the only ones I have so far, but I do have others that I want to add in the future. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. And, hey, welcome. This is my new model. Oh, you just got here. Check out my new toggles. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Watching things on the screen. And now, moving on, I have some info to share with you all, as is customary with this kind of thing. Hang on. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Alright, here we go. So, accessing my character file, because I know there's a lot of information that you might like to know about me. Yes. So, officially, I am the Bubble Man. Or just, Mr. Bubbles, CmndrBubbles, whatever you guys feel like calling me. I am fairly tall, even in real life. I measured myself just before all this, just to be absolutely certain. But the suit does add a bit more height, admittedly. And my birthday is June 15th, so barely a month from now, actually. Wow. And yes, I am American, as you might be able to tell. And of course, I am not actually a robot. for those of you who are watching this after the fact. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm finally getting into all this now. I am actually a cyborg. As you can see, I actually do have organic components under this. Oh, it's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, I am 100% human. Well, okay, I don't know the exact percentage. It's been a while since I checked, but I have organic bits here and there in the suit. You may be wondering why I'd need a suit like this, of course. Well, I am a deep sea colonist. The dome you just saw back there, that's what I call home. It's an unspecified part of the ocean, you know, for privacy purposes, but it's one that you're all welcome to, that everyone is invited to if they want to come and visit. And of course, my interests also include writing, as many of you would know from my blog. And also, as you'd know, if you've known me for long enough, I'm a researcher. I am truly a man of science at heart. I absolutely love talking about science, about history, about a lot of things that interest me, really. I say researcher because it's such a broad category, but, you know, if you give me a topic, I love delving into it. As for further information, well, I don't have the security code for that yet. I'm sure it's around here somewhere, but when I find that, trust me, it'll be a lot. So yeah. You guys could not hear a word of what I was saying, did you? Yeah, so what I was saying was... Oh my god. Well, it wouldn't be a Vtuber debut without scuff. Trust me, it happens to the best of them. But what I was saying was, I do want to share a couple favorites. You know, both for me as a person and as a creator moving forward, so maybe it's something that we could all, you know, enjoy together going forward. Like I was saying, some of my favorite genres happen to be things like action, alternate history, sci-fi, horror, mystery, romance, when it's done well, which, in my experience, is... I mean, there are good ones, but I've seen a lot of really bad ones. I've seen some interesting ones. But, you know, when you do them well, they're really good. They're really enjoyable. And at its core, I think that the things that appeal to me the most are character pieces. You know, just stories about exploring characters in depth and seeing their journeys as they go forward. Like, if that's the primary focus. Like, for those of you who are around for the Tetra Danganronpa streams, that one is definitely on my radar as one of the best fangans that I've seen in a long time, because it's so focused on that kind of stuff. It's just really good. I will sing its praises forever. But over here, there's a lot of games I really enjoy too. As you might be able to tell, my avatar is very Bioshock inspired. Bioshock was, honestly, I think it was the most formative game for me to experience. It was a major part of my childhood, a major part of me, a part of my development as a person. So it's just really important to me, and I wanted to honor that in some way. Yeah, I also really enjoy Minecraft. That's a fun one too. I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I enjoy a lot of games. Yeah, I enjoy Crysis, Binding of Isaac. I've played that game way too much, frankly. I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077, but I think it's a really good game, and when I get some better hardware, I would like to check that out sometime. I also enjoy things like Fallout, Half-Life, Metro. If you haven't played the Metro series, it's really good. Persona, Mass Effect, Resistance, Plague Inc., Silent Hill. Soma actually was another inspiration for this character and my overall setup, because I think ocean colonization is a fascinating idea, but also I know it's fairly dangerous, as you can see from some other entries here. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I really like them. But if you guys ever have any recommendations for games that I might also like, just let me know. Moving on a bit more. I also really enjoy a lot of shows and movies. Like, I wouldn't call myself a movie buff, but I would say there's a lot of movies that, personally, I could talk about for hours on end. Same with a lot of really good shows, too. Once again, another inspiration for me was The Abyss, which I think is a really underrated movie. Not a lot of people talk about it anymore. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. That was a series that I binged watched with my friend Starby from beginning to end. If you guys remember Starby, he was the first person I ever streamed with, way back at the beginning. And yeah, Wall-E is another great one. That's just a classic, And of course, as a fan of the horror genre, I couldn't not include my favorites, including Saw and Final Destination. Those are, if you know me in real life, or at least if you know me from my blog or on Discord, that might seem a little surprising to you. It shouldn't be. I watch a lot of very, I guess you'd call them, gorefest movies. But I think there's also a lot of very interesting discussions that could be had about the nature of the story behind things like Saw and Final Destination, and even a lot of slasher movies. I think that'd be interesting to talk about. And of course, I couldn't not include my childhood classic SpongeBob, which I guess really was a bit of an inspiration for all this too. It's so weird. I wasn't really consciously thinking about that, but here we are. Moving on a bit more, and I feel like this is where my trash tastes might really start to come in. There's a lot of anime that I really enjoy too. Although it's kind of, I guess you'd say normie in a lot of ways. Because, for me, a lot of the really good ones were things like Code Geass, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, JoJo. But my personal favorite will always be Madoka Magica. Like, that is the peak of anime storytelling for me. But there's also a lot of ones that I think are absolutely... they're very trashy, but I think they're also very, very, very appealing. Because they're so, focused on good characterization and storytelling. And I think the most underrated one that I think really a lot more people need to really check out is Death Parade. That one made me cry, man. That was another one Starby recommended to me, along with Elfen Lied. it's just a lot of really good ones out there. I mean, this is not at all a comprehensive list, but it's ones that personally appeal to me. Oh, if you haven't seen Madoka Magica, absolutely check it out. Go in blind if you can. It's absolutely worth your time. And on to the final category I have to share. I like books. I like stories. as you might be able to tell. It doesn't even just have to be books, it just has to be some kind of literature of any kind. My tastes are mostly in science fiction, as you can tell. Once again, I'm kind of a normie in a way, but I really like Stephen King. He's a classic, obviously. One of the best writers of, I'd say, the past century, to be honest. But there's a lot of great ones out there. One of my personal goals, actually, is to collect as many classic stories as I can find. Like, the books that became the basis for, classic science fiction. Like Soylent Green, or Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Things like that. And of course, I'm also a comic fan. I wouldn't say I'm like a super hardcore one, but I do have some personal favorites. Mostly, things... very unorthodox things, I'd say. Another series I do recommend, if you haven't checked it out, is Y: The Last Man, which is... it's a very unique idea, I have to say. I haven't seen the adaptation of it. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's very interesting. Although I'd say my favorite comic of all time would have to be Action Comics number 775, that being What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way, which is... if you've ever wondered why people like Superman, I would recommend reading that. Because for me, it was, like, the thing that really made me a fan of the character. And of course, I also really like a lot of alternate history stories. And a lot of stories that go beyond just the basic concept of the sci-fi genre or space opera. And the top of my list on that would probably be Blindside by Peter Watts, who is another one of my favorite writers. He's a lot like me, I'd say. He's very scientifically minded when it comes to his writing. But very good. Very, very well done. So yeah, these are just a couple favorites of mine that I wanted to share. I also wanted to share all the other places that, if you guys are interested, that you can find me at going forward. Obviously, you have my main channel here on Twitch and YouTube, which both share the same name. Which, if you're confused about how to pronounce that, it's CmndrBubbles. Like, I've had a couple people who are confused by that, but it's just an abbreviation. I hate this mic. I hate this mic. I actually have a second channel that I want to work on. Yeah, I call it CmndrBubbles Classroom. Because when I was starting out, like, as a streamer, like, one of the things that I've always wanted to do going forward was to make, like, edutainment content. Like, one of the things that I really enjoyed watching growing up were things like, I mean, you guys remember channels like Vsauce, right? I don't think anyone hasn't heard of Vsauce at this point in time. Like, that was the kind of stuff that I really wanted to do when I was younger. And I was also, when I was a kid, I was a big fan of documentaries on things like Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or National Geographic, things like that. Those were really my bread and butter when I was a kid, where I could just spend hours watching that stuff. Even if the science is kind of outdated now, it's still so interesting to me, and I love going back to it. I actually have a DVD collection devoted to all that stuff. And I think that uh, there are a lot of channels that do like content based around that kind of thing, but I don't think I've ever seen someone who combines VTubing with that kind of content. You know, teaching people stuff. Or if you've seen channels from... if you've ever seen anything from Simon Whistler, who has like 20 different channels at this point in time, he does a lot of the same things, each devoted to a different topic. I think it's a really unexplored territory with this kind of thing for VTubers, because a lot of the ones I've seen really specialize in brain rot content. But they're really smart, and I think that they really go understated in how smart they are. And I think that's something that'd be really cool to do. You know? But of course, I also have a Blue Sky, which I do want to post on more frequently going forward. There's not really a lot on there yet, but if you guys want to follow me there for like updates for when I'm live, or just things that I want to post, like art that I do, or things that catch my attention every now and then, or updates, anything like that, you know, you can follow me there if you want, if you aren't already. I'm definitely going to be posting a lot of things over there, so yeah. And of course, I have my Tumblr pages, which, for anyone who's watching this after the fact, yes, I do use Tumblr. Yes, that website is still alive. And it's honestly the only social media website that I feel comfortable using long term. Because I've devoted so much time to it, I'm not going to stop now. But yeah, if you don't already follow me on either of my channels, on my blogs over there, feel free to do so. I am a writer for A Student Out of Time, which is my big ongoing story blog, where, I mean, if you're a fan of Danganronpa, which I am, like, that's how I built a community in the first place. Oh yeah, I should plug that blog too. I'll add it to the list later on. I don't use Twitter. I mean, I do have a Twitter account, but I don't really touch it. It's just there. Like, I made it an eternity ago, and I don't really use it. I've never posted anything there. Like, okay, good. I'm glad you guys don't think that's weird. I don't think it's a particularly welcoming place, you know? I only bring it up because someone might ask me in the future, hey, do you have this? But, you know, maybe something will change. Maybe not. I don't know. But for the time being, I don't really feel like I will use Twitter. So if there's any social media platforms that you want to follow me on, it'll be the ones that I've listed above. It's places that I feel a lot more comfortable posting and talking about things. But the most important one, I'm also working on a Discord server. That's right, we're finally getting one of these. It's been a long time coming. How long have I been on this blog? Or have I been working on my blogs? What, 5 years? 5.5 years? I never had one of these. But I I really feel like I should have one. Like, a place where all of us who do have Discord accounts can finally just come together and talk frequently and share our thoughts on things. And you know, it'll give everyone a chance to see me when I go live. And just enjoy the vibes that I have. Because I try to be like, you know, someone who people can feel welcome just tuning in or stopping by or messaging or whatever. Just the kind of guy that you can, you know, come and have a good time with, you know? That's just the kind of creator that I want to be. I'm not really looking forward to any sort of widespread popularity, but it would be nice to have a place where everyone who does enjoy what I do can come and hang out and talk about stuff. Just, yeah. So yeah. And before we continue, I do want to give a special thanks to all these people. If you were curious, I didn't actually pay anyone to make this model for me. I did all this myself. Like, I drew it, I cut it, I rigged it. This is all a one-man team. But these are all the people who made that possible. So I wanted to give a special shout out to Cutie Dragon, Sapphire, Zekaz, or Zekos. I'm not sure how to say that, but Zekos, Hanakyu, Mariyume, Inkugaki VT, Crafty Kaname, Kurogama Cozy Forge, Whimsy Cat, Komori's Workshop, Aragama Witch, Isekai Gaming, Grape, Nixity, Kira Omori, and Chupeko. Yeah, I would not have been able to understand anything about rigging and modeling if it weren't for these channels. So, I owe them a great deal. And if you guys are ever interested in this kind of thing, if you ever want to have a model of your own, you know, I would recommend checking them out. I also just recommend checking them out in general, because they're very talented artists. As we should in this community, and in all communities, we give credit to the artists who work hard for this kind of thing, who devote their time and effort into making the best of what they do, and we make sure they get the credit they deserve, because they earned it. I mean, yes, I may not have ever actually contacted any of these people, because I am very bad at that kind of thing, but I do think that I owe them a great deal, and I wanted you all to know. I wanted everyone to know. We respect artists in this community, always. And so that brings me to what I'm most interested in sorting out for my overall career as a streamer and a creator. I wouldn't say these are ironclad goals. These are just things that came to mind while I was preparing for this. But they're things that I'm aiming for, and I would really like to get done sometime. So, first and foremost, I want to do this more consistently. I want to have, like, an actual schedule, for one thing. Like, the reason I was so on and off with streaming beforehand was because I didn't have my model done, I didn't have my backgrounds done, but now that everything is up and running, I've got this, I've got everything I need. I want to be able to do this a lot more frequently. I'm thinking maybe I'll stream Saturday and Sunday from now on as a possibility. And of course I will continue writing my blogs, absolutely 100%. That's still happening, for anyone who was concerned about that. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the update. So yeah, I am going to be doing that frequently, because I have a really bad habit of not doing things frequently, where I just end up, you know, letting things sit for a couple months, before I actually pick them up again. But that is something that I want to change. I want to improve on what I do. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Next thing, I want to reach at least 1,000 followers over here. I know that's kind of a lot for someone who is still a very small channel, still an up-and-comer, I guess. I haven't been doing this for particularly long, but when I start doing content that I'm very interested in doing, I hope that'll bring people in. And I think that maybe I'll reach that goal before the end of the year. I hope at least. But if not, the important thing is that I enjoy what I do, and that you guys enjoy what I do. Yeah, I am already making progress on that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think it's doable. Next, I want to actually put out videos frequently, both on my main channel and on my second channel. And again, now that I have my model done, I think that maybe I can do that. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as frequently as 2 videos per month, but I want to think it's a possibility. And if I set a goal for myself, I will try and adhere to it. So, it's a lot to do, but it's something that I'm absolutely aiming for. That I want to be able to finally do what I told myself I would do and finally actually get it done, rather than spending months and months of just wondering if I'll ever be good enough to do it. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work on it. Next, I would really like to meet people. I am very, very bad when it comes to actually interacting with other people, both in real life and online, although I'm better at it online. Like, for those of you who do talk to me fairly frequently, I was not really the instigator in a lot of conversations. I was just the guy that you wanted to talk to. And I'm glad we did talk, but I really want to take the initiative, and I want to meet some new friends. Well, make some new friends. And I would say there's a lot of streamers that I'm really interested in reaching out to in the future, maybe. It's a possibility, again. And if it's a possibility, that means it's doable. That means that I think maybe I could become friends with people who were a big inspiration for me actually doing this. And I will say, there are some people out there who do know me. I mean, they don't know me personally, but they know my name. I'm frequent in their chats, and we actually do kind of have some rapport. So, it's definitely doable. And by posting and creating and streaming a lot more, that'll help me get out there, and maybe I'll actually get to talk to them. And maybe you guys will get to talk to them. That'd be fun, I think. And, of course, last but not least, I want to constantly improve at what I do. I am still very much a new guy. I'm still very much an amateur when it comes to streaming, when it comes to VTubing, when it comes to just everything in the world of content creation here on YouTube and on Twitch. But that just means I have room to improve. That means I have a chance to always get better at what I do. I always have a chance to, if one stream's not great or one video's not great, that's fine. It means that I have a chance to do better once again. It means that I'll constantly be going uphill. Because I don't think that creation on this platform, or any platform, ever has to be a downward spiral if you don't want it to be. Especially when you're just starting out. Like, for anyone who is, interested in starting something new, and who doesn't feel like they have the experience necessary, remember, everyone had to start somewhere. Some people just got luckier than others in where they started. But your success is not determined by luck, it's determined by skill. And skill is something you can improve on, always. So, yeah, that's my goal. That's my desire. I absolutely 100% want to keep aiming for new things. And whether I reach that goal in a month, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I create the things that I want to do. That I am the type of streamer, the type of creator that I told myself I wanted to become. Anyway, yeah. Sorry if I kind of speechified there. But, you know, it's just something that's very important to me. So, those are just a couple of my goals for the future, and a couple details on my character as a whole. But that's not all I wanted to share. I also wanted to show you guys some other things that we have now. I keep forgetting that my mic doesn't work for some reason. What I was saying was we have a dedicated reaction background. So yeah, this is going to be how I react to things from now on, and how I do a lot of reaction videos. So, I have this dedicated background, and I also have this one, which I like the pattern, but I feel like I blend a little too much into the color that I chose. So, I'll probably add some new ones as we go forward, but this is just one that I really wanted to show you. And I also have this. Yeah, so anytime I need to take a break, or we need to pause for something, I have this BRB screen. You like it? I made this animation myself. So yeah, I'm glad you like that. What else do I have to share? Let's see. Oh, obviously, the most important thing I want to share of all. Thank you all, sincerely. Like, genuinely. If you all told me that I'd be doing this, you know, back in May 2024, I would not believe you. At all. I wouldn't believe a word of that. I would say there's no way I could ever be a streamer, or a creator, or a VTuber, or just anything. I just didn't feel like I measured up to anyone. But after a pretty life-changing experience that I had. It's something that I felt like if I just kept telling myself that I would never be good enough, then it would never get done. I actually had to be the one to take the initiative and actually put myself out there and be able to say, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm actually going to try and make things and meet people and become the kind of person, the kind of creator that I wanted to be. And none of that would be possible without you guys, without everyone who come by and watch this stream. If it was just for Tetro, if it was for me, if it was for whatever. The fact that you decided to take time out of your day to watch either this stream as I'm doing it now or the YouTube video after the fact that you actually took the time to sit down and hear what I have to say and see what I have to share, that means a lot to me. It really does. I'm floored that you guys actually wanted to see what I do and see where I go. It's just it gets me really emotional, honestly. You all are just a lot of you were around a long time ago when I started my blog and I just started writing. And you've stuck around with me even through long hiatuses with story arcs that I feel were not the best, but that you still saw merit in. And you actually wanted to see more of this. That's crazy to me. I really, really do appreciate that, sincerely. I appreciate every single person who has ever come by and watched my streams or watched my videos. And I'd like to think that I'll look back on this and see even more people who enjoy that. And it'll... I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry right now. It's just... It's a lot, you know? It's a lot. But it's something that I really appreciate for everyone who actually took the time to come by and say hi or see what I have to share. It's crazy, but I appreciate it, really. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you're glad. I'm glad you guys are here too. And from now on, things are only going to get better, trust me. I'm going to be streaming a lot more frequently. I'm going to be updating. I'm going to work on that Discord server. I'm going to make sure everyone gets to enjoy the things that I do a lot more frequently. I'm going to be posting videos that I've wanted to make for a long time. And what I aim for above all else, though, I do want to be able to say that I did this and that it made my life better. Not because I want to be popular, because I don't know if I'll ever really be popular. You look at big streamers like, you know, I don't know, Fillion or Iron Mouse or Shoto or Shy Lily or all of them. They have millions of followers. But the important thing is not to base your self-worth as a creator on the work that other people do. It's important not to base your self-worth entirely on your achievements. It's important to base it on what you want to do and what makes you happy and what you feel happy doing. And yeah, if people like what I do and if people want to come by and just have fun, then that is all I really need. All I need to know is that you guys like what I do. And if I can make your day a little bit better, then yeah, That's all I really need. So yeah, we're over an hour at this point, and I've said everything I wanted to say. Yeah. I didn't really have a plan for what else I wanted to do. I mean, I got as far as I wanted to, so yeah. In all seriousness, though, thank you guys so much. The only reason I was able to do this is because of you guys. And things are only going to improve from here, like I said. So, yeah. Another thing I need to work on, yapping. Because, you know, if you're a streamer, you need to learn to talk. But I will. I really feel things are looking up. So, yeah. Are there any questions you guys want to ask? Anything at all? Anything you want to know? What type of stuff am I gonna stream? Probably a lot of games that I like. I do want to go back and stream Half-Life. Like, first time I tried to stream that, I got hit with some major computer issues. So, I didn't really feel comfortable continuing that. But now that I've got this, I think that I can get it done. So, the Half-Life games are definitely an option. I could do some React content too. I know that's really popular. If you guys ever have any videos that you want to show me that you think I would enjoy reacting to, that's also a possibility. Oh, I also do want to stream some of the games I mentioned before, like Metro, Mass Effect, more fan game. Oh, obviously, of course. Like, when Tetro Danganronpa Blue comes out, like, that's gonna be... I'm gonna be first on the scene, trust me. I'm gonna be one of the first people who reacts to it when you have all the episodes out and ready. Oh, absolutely. I love Bendable Studio videos. They're so cool. They're so trippy. If you guys have never seen anything from Metaball Studios, absolutely you should check them out. I haven't even seen all of them. I just know there are some really good ones out there. Do I take stream ideas? Absolutely. I don't really know what I'm doing. But I do have some ideas for what I want to do. But I do also think that if you guys ever have anything that you think I'd enjoy doing, let me know. I do also want to get Starby on these a lot more, and TA, and maybe some of my other friends. Because Starby has said that he wants to stream with me a lot more too. I think we've only done like 3 streams in the past. He was on my first one. And yeah, we just played Portal 2. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like, if I actually do like make any other friends in the future and they're down for a collab with me, I hope you guys will be there too, because that's gonna be a big day. Anything else you want to know? It's okay if you don't. Yeah, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Ooh. Anything 100% off limits. Okay, first question. I don't think I want to react to drama content. Like, I don't like drama at all. Like, I will be willing to talk about drama. Like, if there's anything going on in the world that you guys would like to know my opinions on, I'll talk about it, sure. But I don't think I want to make that the primary focus of my streams, whether it's talking or a reaction or things like that. And there are some channels and some creators that I feel more comfortable kind of steering clear of. You know, I don't like... I don't want to name names. I don't want to imply anything bad about them. But... I mean, you guys have probably heard a lot of things happen. I don't mean to sound awkward, but... What I'm saying is I don't really want an overt focus on negative content over here. What I really want are streams that people can feel comfortable watching and they can come to and just have a good time overall. Like, if it's something that you want me to talk about, I'll talk about it. But if it's like, you know, a big thing, like, oh, this is like the new thing we should all be worried about, I don't know. Yeah, it's good to know. Thank you for asking. It's good to know. But as for a Q&A stream, absolutely, 100%, I would love to do that. That'd be really fun. Although I would probably need to have someone go in and clean up some of the questions just to be safe. You never know what people might ask. I've seen Q&A streams, I know how weird they can get. I say that affectionately, because I know you guys are very curious. But, you know, it's absolutely a possibility. 100% I would love to do that. Oh, also, I think it'd be cool to do like a challenge video at some point. Like with a game that I know. I'm not 100% certain what yet, but I'm down for the idea. Like, I don't know, Fallout, but all you can do is punch the enemies. All you can use are your fists. I think that'd be stupid, but it'd be fun. Like, just something really entertaining. Anything else? Pardon me. It's okay. It's okay not to know any questions. I'm glad I can answer the ones you did have. Am I excited to write again? Of course I am. Absolutely. I am 100% going back to writing that. And that's still going to be something I try to do semi-frequently. I think maybe having streams every weekend will help me get a sense of a better schedule. So, there's that, definitely. So maybe you'll see it a lot more frequently starting on Tuesday. Well, Tuesday from this video's posting. Yeah, my voice is kind of going too, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I said everything I wanted to say. I showed everything I wanted to show you. And I didn't mean to change that. And just overall, you guys are the best. I appreciate every single one of you. I just you guys really did change my life in a lot of ways, even before I started all this. And it's hard for me to express how much I really appreciate every single one of you. I like letting people know that they mean a lot to me. You know? I'm very much the kind of person who wears his heart on his sleeve and just I will endlessly talk about how much I adore people. So, get used to that. But yeah, so officially, I am now I have now entered the realm of VTubing. And that is the most important thing that I wanted to share today. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your questions and for sitting through an hour of me ranting and rambling until I hurt my throat. I'm okay. But yeah, don't go yet, because I want to show you my outro screen too, which probably took me the longest amount of time to make, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, from now on, I'm going to be posting every Saturday and Sunday. At least I'm going to try to. Maybe Fridays too. We'll see how I feel about that. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for just being here, and I'll catch you around. Alright? This is the Bubble Man signing out. Peace, and I hope you all have a great day.